How you guys doing? Welcome back to Conversations Over Chess and Athletes Edition. The fellas that are stopping by today all play for Team Thrill. I'm excited for this episode. A lot of talent sitting around this panel. I'm gonna start off with my left. Introduce yourself in your class.
Samantha Hill, class of 2027.
BJ Ranson, class of 2026.
Rob Fields, class of 2025.
Darrell Davis, class of 2027.
Cam Carter, class of 2026.
All right, how you boys feeling today?
Good.
Chill.
I was gonna say it's a little hot outside today. It's a little toasty in the gym, so I probably won't keep you guys for too long. I know it's sweating bullets up in here. The first question that I want to pose to the panel is a simple one. How much do you love the game of basketball? And give an example of what you sacrifice for the game of basketball.
I love basketball like more than anything. Like I sacrifice
To the mic.
going out with my friends, sacrifice like partying, girlfriends. I sacrifice a lot for basketball.
I mean, for basketball, I'd do anything. I put my body on the line constantly. I don't got the best knees, but I push through it all just to be able to play it and do whatever. Yeah.
Okay.
I love that game of basketball so much. I sacrifice like going out. I have to make sure I take time with my recovery. I have to make sure my body is well hydrated. There's a lot of things you gotta do to make sure you stand healthy for ball.
I love basketball because I just put so much into it, like blood, sweat, and tears, and sacrifice about going to parties and stuff, going out. For real, that's really it.
Okay.
Yeah, like everybody else said, I love basketball. Like, I've been playing my whole life, so it's like, I've put a lot of things on the line to pick basketball over other things.
One thing that I'm interested to know is that a lot of individuals, even a former athlete myself, I played Division I football, played AAU basketball in my heyday. A lot of individuals are all working towards the same goal across the country and the world at this point. So what are you doing all individually to differentiate yourself from the next person?
Doing things like the little things like being a good person. Obviously, everybody works hard. Everybody gets shots up. Everybody lifts and things like that. But like controlling what I control, like being a good person, doing my work, and also like being loving to things like my family and things like that. So all that things matter.
Yeah, like he said, being a good person, a good teammate. And, yeah, everybody going to work out, but you just got to do the little things, like he said. That's it.
Separate yourself. I make sure I do all the fundamentals. I make sure in school I keep passing grades, so I don't ever got to worry about having to think about me not be able to play for the next games. I also, and basically what BJ said, I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, to separate yourself, I feel like you just have to always have a good reputation. Like, having a good reputation with coaches, people, it brings you further in life. And then for basketball, a lot of people don't take stretching too seriously. I try to take that really seriously to take care of my body and recovery.
Yeah, like everybody said, everybody going to work out and work hard, but it's the things you do off the court. Like BJ said, being a good person, having a good reputation. So that's what I like to do. Just be the best person I can be, and then be the best player I can be.
One thing that's always been at the forefront, at least for myself, speaking for myself, is that I always played the game because I wanted to get to the highest level to make a lot of money to take care of my family. So outside of the money, why do you play the game? Outside of making it to the highest level in NBA, outside of the money that you're going to make potentially, right? Why do you play this game?
Now it's time to pay these bills.
This episode is brought to you by Legendary Apparel by Kimaj the Creator. Don't let the fly name or my fly fit fool you. Legendary Apparel is a one-stop shop for all streetwear and essentials. Outside of the items that I'm wearing, he also offers bags, sweatsuits, shoes, canvases. You name it, he has it. Also, you're in for a treat. If you use the promo code C.O.C.P, which stands for Conversations Over Chess Podcast, you'll get free shipping. I repeat, free shipping. Also, be sure to visit his website. Link in the description or up on the screen. Be sure to give him a follow at the_creator, Kreator. Forget staying thirsty, my friends. Stay legendary. Legendary Apparel, the presenting sponsor of Conversations Over Chess. Peace.
Now back to the podcast.
I play a game because I really love it. It's like I find a game of basketball fun. Some people play the game basically just like not even for fun. They just do it because they know they have to, or or their parents want them to live through a legacy. I really love the game. Like I sacrifice a lot for this game.
I mean, yeah, I really enjoy the game. Like, I really appreciate the relationships that I get along the way. Like, AAU was a big, like, bonding with other people you don't really see too often and all that, with people traveling and all that stuff, and I care about that. And then just the opportunities basketball can give you in your future, taking you to the next level, college. That's free education right there. And if you want to keep going pro, you can keep making money, but, like, without the money, you get to meet so many people out and connections and all that stuff with basketball. So, I mean, I love the sport, but I appreciate the things and opportunities it gives me as well.
Yeah, I just have fun playing it, whether I'm playing it, talking about it, thinking it. I just enjoy it. Like pretty much my whole day revolves around it. Whether I'm talking about it, texting about it, joking, whatever. So like it's just fun to me.
I love the game because that's what I started out with for real. That's the only thing I really know. And a lot of like connections come with it, especially with AAU. And you get a lot of experience and stuff.
Yeah, I just play the game because I love it. I've been playing it ever since I was a kid. My whole life revolves around it. Got sacrifice a lot for it. So yeah, just play it 'cause I love it.
All right, a more friendly and lighthearted question is before we actually pressed record, we guys were all talking about who killed who and things like that. So I want to know what was the worst game you ever had, whether it be offensively or defensively, where somebody just straight out just killed you. We'll start over here with you. Whether it be a bad offensive game or a bad defensive game, where it's just like, yo, he just really just dropped 40 on me.
I'm never gonna drop 40 on me. I'm not gonna try. I mean, I've had a bad game. Like I talked about last season. Like we played Mount Carmel at home. I only had 2 points. I really didn't show up that game, and they really needed me because we only lost by 3. So yeah.
Why do you think you didn't show up for that?
I don't know. I think mentally I wasn't there. Like the fact that we got out of school early that day, and I just kind of wasn't really like locked in how I normally did. I didn't do the same routines as I did, and I think kind of just mentally was it. And then my coaches, like, they were just putting a lot of pressure on the game because they thought, like, you're playing against junior. So they just thought they were like you got to shut them down and like that. When it really wasn't that deep. Like if I played regularly, and they didn't. I mean, I guess whatever, but that'll probably be the game I talk about.
I think when I was in like 4th grade, we was at nationals and we played against a team called Triple Threat Raptors. We never heard of them.
All ringers.
Yeah, never played against them. And their point guard was like the size of our big man. We ended up losing by like 30.
Damn.
Yeah, that probably was the worst game like I ever played. It was just nothing I could do. Their point guard is too big, too strong. It just wasn't nothing I could do.
All right.
Worst game I had was 7th grade UA championship. Never heard of this team. Never played them in a circuit. They look the trash. I ain't realize if you look at them. This little one white boy. He just running a bunch of round screens, pulling from the volleyball line for real.
Damn.
Had like 35. Lost.
How much you lose, bro?
We lost by 5.
Okay, that's not too bad. But that 40 piece hurt.
Yeah.
Now it's time to pay these bills.
Think global, act local. The Wrld Izyorz offers the coolest men's fashion and accessories at 104 William Street in Newburgh, New York, my hometown. It's also available at thewrldizyorz.com. That is WRLDIZYORZ.com. Be sure to use the discount code C.O.C.P, which stands for Conversations Over Chess Podcast, to get 10% off. I repeat, 10% off all of your purchases. Again, Wrld Izyorz, WRLDIZYORZ.com. 10% discount code on the screen. Get you some.
Now back to the podcast.
Worst game of my career was last year, freshman year, state championship. We on TV at Hershey Park, man. Kid, B.J. Cummings, he went to Lincoln Park with Malik Thomas. Man, he gave me 37. Hey, man, he was in my head so much. My offense couldn't even translate. I want to catch him again, but I don't know when I'm gonna see him again. But that was a bad experience.
Probably I was a freshman, playing JV, so I got to shoot all the shots. I didn't make anything. It was like, I think it was against Glen Elk Country. I went like 0 for like 10 in the first half.
You kept shooting?
Yeah, 0 for 7 from 3. I just kept shooting. And it's probably worse than 0 for 10. Everybody can remember because like the whole varsity team was up there counting my shots, counting my misses. I was just missing. Clank, clank. I didn't airball nothing. Laughing.
I'm sorry. He said Clank.
I'm serious.
Oh,
But it was bad.
You said, I thought you was about to finish up with something fun.
I played good I played okay in the second half, but the first half was just.
What did you finish the game with?
I probably ended up having like 10. But, it was 10. We won, though. We won. Yeah.
I'm sorry. It was that clank for me. I ain't gonna lie. One thing I had a question of is that an educational portion for myself. A friend of mine who actually coaches basketball here in the DMV, I had asked him a silly question because, again, I'm a college football player, and I was like, yo, bro, like, what is this whole OTE thing? And then he had explained essentially where players can go and get paid to play essentially. A young lady who I obviously interviewed for the Lady Thrills went down there to play. She's going to UConn. So are either one of you interested or currently playing for OTE?
No, and I'm not interested.
And why not?
I have a great coach, Coach Clatchy, and great staff at Mount St. Joe, and I feel like they can prepare me for the next level as well or just as well as OTE can, and I appreciate what they've done for me, and I don't think I'll ever probably leave them. But, I mean, it would be cool to go. I mean, it's a nice facility and things like that.
Yeah, sound like you got paid to say that. I'm just playing.
Nah, yeah, I wouldn't go to OT, and I'm not going to OT. I don't really find it interesting. I mean, the basketball part's cool, but they take class for 2 hours, which isn't really ain't taking it serious. Which, I mean, no one really likes education that much, but 2 hour class is kind of crazy. And then what? You got an issue with class or something? Just saying, bro. Anyways, bro. I just want to win a MIA championship with McDonough, my coach, Jerry. GA, that's my guy. I've been there for 4 years. That's my guy, so I just can't leave him.
Nah, I am interested in OTE. Yeah, I'm talking. Yeah, feel me? Nah, my brother just came from OTE, Daquan Davis. He said he liked it a lot, and I seen his game improve a lot. He became more of a point guard. He developed more pace. He was really just a straight downhill ball. Now he know how to get his teammates involved. What's funny, bro? He got his teammates involved. And plus, I don't really like school that much. I mean, I do well in it, but now I heard that it's a little bit of classes, and I get to be paid before I get to college. That's great stuff.
No, I don't go to OT. And I ain't really interested.
Right on.
I ain't really interested in going there. It's just they hoop, but they don't look like they really play real competition for real.
Mm-hmm.
They don't, bro.
And why do you say that? Because it seems like the selling point for OTE, and again, this is not a bad mouth to them. It just seems like the selling point is we're paying to have the best players or the so-called best players, right? Because it seems like at any given moment somebody can, obviously I could drop 40 or whatever it may be, right? So they're supposedly the best in the nation. So why is it is it just one of those, hey, we know we don't have to worry about school and that's why we're going, or we just know that we're about to go get paid $250,000 and go about our day?
It depends on the type of person you is. If you just going for the money or just going to hoop for real. But yeah, they had some. But 2 good players come out of there. 3. His brother and but that's good. Yeah, they just started.
It is developing a lot. It's great competition.
They now have 3 lottery picks so far.
Yeah.
I just don't like how they play in that one little league. But I'm grateful where I'm at, Mount Carmel. I got a good coaching staff.
Yeah.
Head coach Tony Murray. They treat me well. Yeah, but I wouldn't go there.
And what about yourself?
I think it would be a good experience, but yeah, I think I'm good at Spalding. Yeah, my guys over at Spalding, I've been playing there freshman year, going into my junior year. So, yeah, I definitely think it would be a good experience, but nah, I don't think I would.
No. So I'm 28 years old, and one thing that has traveled with me is the coaches that I've had in AAU. Being a grown man now, I remember distinctly the little things that they taught us. My coach screaming at me from the top of his lungs, finish a drill, touch the line. All of those little minute things that just was like, yo, bro, I hate coach such and such, right? It's those little things now as a grown man that make the difference. Of finishing what I started, a finishing of the drill, whatever it may be. So, what has been some of the best advice a coach has given you?
Best advice. I mean, basketball-wise, be coachable. Like, no one likes a player that's not coachable, that yells back, talks back, doesn't do the drills, doesn't try hard. That reputation can take you from being like a highly touted recruit to like no coach wanting to have you. And then advice in life, I don't really know. Like, I mean, Diego gave me some good advice. I can't remember. He said Coach Diego, he was one of our assistants, ball guy, talked a lot, but I feel like he gave me some good advice. I can't be specific, but he definitely said some good things. I just don't remember. But being coachable for basketball is really important.
Uh, yeah, I had a lot of good advice, but like, I think it's like the life lessons they taught me. That was kind of like, just like having a good reputation, being a good person, like off the court, having manners and stuff. Like Coach Jarvis, yeah, he always on me
Shout out to
about
Coach
having manners
Jarvis.
and stuff. Yeah, yeah, Coach Bates too.
Basketball wise, just being coachable and really just not showing your emotions in life, just showing everybody respect and having a good reputation.
I learned a lot from coaches, especially after them bad practices. And y'all had them long talks. They be speaking real facts. Also, I learned to not have a bad bad body language. Yeah, like people, that can be a first impression. Like, say someone say something to you, your body language drop. People can look at you and be like, he's not really a coachable. He's not like a kid that you can really talk to. And it's really, really just that.
Probably just like to have fun. Um, a lot of times you can get distracted and get in your head, get nervous or whatever, things like that. And if you just remember to have fun, like it always can bring you back to like why you're doing it. And so the best advice probably be have fun.
And correct me if I'm wrong, but everybody's from the DMV, correct? Specifically Baltimore. So with you guys being from a city that is known for a lot of different things, whether they be good or bad, right? Representing your city at all times. I'm from New York, obviously, right? It's one of those things where you have to be proud of where you come from and you want to make your own city proud. Speak to how important it is to represent your city at all times at the national level where you guys play at.
It's very important. I mean, like you just said, Coach Jarvis always talks about it all the time in the huddles, like representing where you're from and like showing the people what you're about and how like their style of basketball is. So it's very important because you have to show the people how you play and remember like what you're doing it for.
Yeah, to go off that, Coach Mookie always talked about how like throws about like grit and grind, and like that's how we were made like defensively and stuff like that. So being able to like show that and be able to keep that like culture and like be known for that, like when a lot of coaches think about Baltimore kids, they think like they're like hardworking, like and that like they don't like put up with stuff, and just to be able to like show that at a national level and continue to show that, like my team won a championship and I think we won that mainly off defense. I think that was a good showing.
With me being from Baltimore, I know it's difficult. Like, kids, I want to be an influence on kids. Like, they see another kid from Baltimore and make it to the league or something, like living a good life. I want them to be influenced by it instead of trying to be in the streets, because Baltimore is known for violence. It's really I want to make kids' future brighter. Like, I want to teach them that you don't gotta live in like you don't gotta live luxury now, but you can live it later.
Yeah, man, like he said, this influencing kids for real. Not too many really people come out of Baltimore getting past the college level. And just being an influence to little kids because Baltimore is known for violence, people being in the streets for real. And something just that we don't need that to continue for real.
Yeah, like when we go out of town, and we play and we're on a court, like I think it's important that we show everybody how tough we are, how grimy we can get. But when we're off the court, I think it's like good that we show people that we're also like good kids. You know, like they said, Baltimore is like known for violence and stuff, and we just like trying to show the city that that's not really the way. Just be good people.
Yeah. And I'd be remiss not to speak more about the violence part, right? Because coming from inner cities, right, where we might all come from, it's important not only to tell people, but to show people that you could do more. And you guys are using basketball as a vehicle to say, hey, look, I'm bouncing this ball because it's going to bring me to greater lights and greater pastures. And it's easy, and I'm sure we can all speak to friends, family, or foes who got caught up in the mix. So speak to the importance of staying out of the streets, because one thing I know for certain is that there are young boys that are looking up to you guys, whether you know it or not. There's a little kid that's bouncing the ball, want to shoot like you, want to wear the same style as you. It's important that you are an example at all times. And when you can get caught up with something so easily, whether it's for your reasons or somebody else's, it's important to have the wherewithal to say, nah, I'm going to go a different way. So speak to that importance.
Yeah, that's probably one of the most important things coming out of Baltimore. Just being a leader and not a follower. And then, like, yeah, like you said, it's like probably little kids watching us, like, dribble the ball and stuff. So I just feel like, yeah, we just got to be leaders and not followers. That's the main thing, just to not hang with the wrong crowd or get involved with anything. That's not good.
Yeah, just watching who you hang around, watching your surroundings. Yeah, I know a couple little kids that I've been told that, and some that I don't know that want to be like me. So that's a big thing. But just being a leader, not following the wrong crowd, like Cam said, just watching who you hang around.
Yeah, they basically said it. Like, but my whole thing is I want to create my own trend. Like I want to start like a new joint. Like everybody want to be something greater than what they be told. Like if somebody doubting them, I want them to be able to use their haters as like confidence booster. Like make them like if someone hating on you, that means you doing good in life. That means you gotta keep pushing. Like make them keep hitting. Haters gonna always be there. Just 'cause they want to be in your position.
Yeah, just to be an idol to kids. Like when I was at basketball camp for McDonald, everyone was like, "Rob, dunk! Like I just want to dunk like you and all that stuff." Like it's funny, but like it's the fact that all those kids are the same kids that come to my games, support me, dab me up after a game and all that, and come to like support win or lose. Like they look up to me, and to be like a model to them is important.
Yeah, like what they all said, like just staying out of trouble and just doing what you do, like to have a positive influence. Like not doing bad things, because if you do a bad thing, they're probably gonna do it. And like making sure you stay focused on your goal, because obviously it's people looking at you.
Yeah. Shifting gears a little bit, with you guys going only being like 1, 2, or 3 years away at best at being at the next level, what are you looking at when you narrow down schools? Everybody's getting paid to play, so that's off the thing. Like, what is it that you're worried about now? Is it the education? Is it the ladies? Is it like what is it specifically? Because it's like when I was getting out of school, it was like nobody's getting paid, so don't even think about it unless you're like the number one person in the world, and they'll slip you a $500,000 underneath the table. But now it's like a whole different world where like everybody's getting paid. So how do you even pick a school at this point?
Yeah, so I mean, yeah, since I'm about to go into my senior year, I'm about to cut my list down actually tomorrow. So what I looked into,
I said this won't be out till later on, so if you want to give out that list now.
nah, you'll see on IG tomorrow. But nah, when I'm looking for a school, like the thing I care about most is like the relationship with the coaching staff, because those are the people that are going to give you a chance to get on the floor. Those are the people, like the assistant coaches, I mean, one of the ones that work you out, tell the head coach, oh yeah, Rod's working hard, I think you should, give more PT and whatnot. And then, like, I mean, I want to go to finance, because I know whenever the ball's bouncing, whether after it's the NBA or overseas, like, I know I got to pick up a job just for a little bit or whatever to make money, to support my family. But, like, when I pick a college, like, I mean, the fact that NIL has been part of part of the game now is important, because, I mean, I can help out my mom with money. I can pay for myself with stuff. I can do all that, which, I mean, people used to not have that in college. You used to get, like, crazy fines, lose, like, your eligibility, but now that's a factor that helps out a lot too. But like I just care about the relationships, because those coaches, you never know where they could end up. They could become an NBA coach later on. Next thing you know, you're working out for that team when you get out of college and stuff like that. They're giving you a chance. So I think that's what's important to me, and looking for a college And then obviously, like, the fit. Like, you got to enjoy college. Like, you don't want to be miserable just only waiting for basketball season, and when it ends, you drop and get miserable. So, obviously, the fit of the college.
I was going to say, oddly enough, I work in finance, so definitely a
That's
good
tough.
field to go into.
Yeah.
I'm looking for like a school that really wants me, fits my style of play. You know, things like, you know, good guys on the coaching staff that really like are reaching out to me, and really enjoy, you know, like, you know, really want me for me, and things like that. Because I don't want to just go to a school that just, you know, they're recruiting me just to recruit me and to get me just to get another player, you know, somebody that really wants to sees me in their future of their program.
I want to go to a college where it fits my style of play and that feels like home, because who knows how long I'll be staying there for, like 2, maybe 3, 4 years. So I wanted to go somewhere that feels like home, because I'm going to be away from my family. So I just want to go somewhere that fits my style of play and that they want me for me and not just like my name and stuff, just who I am, the person that I am.
Yeah, man, it's really all about my connection with the coach. Like, I want to make sure I can talk to them. It's not about basketball. I know I can talk to them about, like, real life stuff. They can give me advice and not, like, send me off to the wrong path. I want to make sure they're actually there with me. And I just want to make sure I have, like, a good team, like, with positive energy, not negative energy, like with secret animosity against you.
Like they all said, just having a great connection with the coach and the players and stuff, but also, like, I kind of want to go to a school that have, like, a great education, because, like Rob said, the ball has to stop bouncing after a certain while. So I feel like having a great education is, like, what could stand me up.
The last question that I always pose to the panel is, I ask that you look into your camera and imagine that the entire world is watching. Everybody in the world, Brazil, Baltimore, like everywhere in the world is watching. What advice do you give to that young basketball player that's trying to come up in this game? What advice do you give them so they can make it?
I would say don't take time for granted. Like, when you're younger and your coach is telling you, like, go hard, and you're not really going that hard because you think, oh, I'm not in middle school yet, I'm not in high school, I'm not in college. I feel it comes fast, so just go hard and really listen to your coaches and buy into what they're telling you.
I mean, yeah, I feel like work hard in silence, bro. Like, don't be on Instagram flying that you're working out and doing all this, and, like, just, like, do everything in silence. Like work out, like, by yourself with your coaches. You don't got to flaunt it. Let it show off with your game. And then don't get an ego. Don't get an ego. The fact that with all this social media offers, getting attention from big social media brands, all that can do to a person, could ruin, like, their person, like, just how they were. And, like, just don't get an ego.
Yeah, don't get too cocky. Like, make sure you stay humble. If you ever get too cocky, you gonna, like, people, like, that's gonna make you look like a bad person. Like, people not gonna want to hang around you. You don't want that. You want to make sure people always want to be around you. Like, you're a positive influence to people. Like, people always hang around, stay with you.
Just focus on yourself, for real. Just put that work in. Go to the gym. Be a positive person. Don't be worried about who got this offer, who got that, what school they go to, how many followers this person got. Just focus on yourself, for real. Just be who you is, and just, that's it, for real.
Probably just believe in yourself. You know, you're the first person. You should be the biggest believer in yourself out of anybody. And if you believe in yourself, you know, anything can happen. Like, all things are possible when you believe. So just always have some belief in yourself that you can do it. And don't say can't. Like, you can't not do something. Can't is, like, a bad word. So.
Yeah. I'll end the podcast the same way that I often start the podcast, and that is always by thanking you all individually for your time. I'm big on time. We can get a lot of money. We can get a lot of other things back, but we cannot get time back. And this last 30 minutes to 40 minutes that you gave me means a lot. So I want to often say thank you all for your time today. All right. See you guys in the next Athletes Edition of Conversations Over Chess. Peace.
Nothing ever comes to a sleeper but a dream. So I'm woke, try and get that money any means. Used to watch mom sweat them clothes to get them clean. Grew up in the slums, ain't shit that I ain't seen. And it's still free, all the guys till they free. Couple niggas crippin' and the others throwing bees. One thing for sure, they gon' all ride for me. Cause we ain't never phased, no gang family. Damn, what a blessing. always had me stressing. Praying to the maker, hoping someone get this message. Throw that yak back just to calm down this aggression. Cause I can't afford to lose, not when I'm the prize possession. Took a couple L's, but we like to call those lessons. Coming from the burg, I was taught to pay attention. Cause those snakes out hissing and they'll sneak you in the